Building at last.
Yeah, finally. I'm here. I got here.
You got here eventually. So we're going to be doing. We're going to be talking about mediumship, and we're going to be doing a couple of readings. Going to answer a couple of questions.
We're going to do a few bits and pieces, and then we'll do a couple of phone-ins. A couple of the people call in. What I'll do as well is, because we used to do it when people loved it, we'll do off the feed a little bit as well if they want. So we'll see how it goes, like we normally do. But yeah,
anyway, well, let's get the show on the go.
Let's cracking.
Let's crack. Hi, how's it going, folks? Welcome to the show here. We have Geoff live in the building. You can see all the folks saying hello to you and stuff like that.
Oh, we can hear, yeah, so I can have a look at this as well. Brilliant. See, I never used to be able to do that before.
Yeah, see, now you can have a look and everyone can say hello. And
hey, Stephen, there's a good few of them there. Geez, Donna Gregg, hey, all.
Yeah, people
Tina McFadden, Michelle Gibson, Michelle Bourne, hey, all. Garrett. There's a good few on there already.
Yeah, they're all just everyone's just coming on. Jane Bates there in Ballymun. She watches some of your stuff.
Yeah, brilliant. That's great. Great to be able to see them all as well. Because that's the first for me now, actually being able to see it while they're commenting while we're going on. So that's brilliant.
Yeah. So we can do all that. Yeah. So loads of people have. Anytime we have Geoff on, they're always asking. Everyone, of course, wants a reading and stuff like that. Which is we'll do one or two.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. We'll do a few. I'll work one or two. We'll do a good few. Do some off the feed, and then some of the called in, and we'll do one or two as well. I mean, it's like everything else. The spirits kind of dictate what I do. So, but generally we do kind of okay, don't we? We always get a fair bit. So yeah, and we'll have some chats and have a bit of banter. Like we always have a bit of banter.
Yeah, a bit of banter. Yeah.
Yeah, whiskey isn't far away now. I promise.
The whiskey is here. The whiskey's in the building.
I'm gonna abstain for
till later on.
But I will be kind of helping them polish off that lovely bottle of Jameson.
Just so you know, we have it in the building. It's in the building. Oh, I also have proper 12 and stuff.
I was going to make a pun about like resting in peace, but because that bottle's going to get boarded later on probably.
But no, it's great to have everyone on board. And some of the questions that people always ask, like just I'd be curious as well.
Yeah, and that's what I always try to explain. Like there's no such thing as a stupid question, especially if you like on a subject you don't know. Obviously, any question. Some people are afraid to ask questions because they think they're either silly. There's no such thing as a stupid question. If you didn't know, ask a question and you get the answer. Hopefully, and so but it's always it's a kind of a subject that you always find people are drawn to, and based mostly, I think it's because of loss as well. People always want to know if loved ones are all right, so there's always that kind of extra thing there, no matter, and it crosses religions and it crosses everything,
right? Because
everybody wants to know
that's
what's going to happen when they pass, or what if there's anything there. So I think that's why the interest and the genuine interest does be into it. And that's where all the questions come from. Now I don't have the questions to everything, but when it comes to a medium or doing things like that, obviously,
yeah. Well, one of the things I was watching the thing on it was actually on YouTube, and they had a nurse who was working in hospice, and she'd never worked at anything like that before, and she was a total non-believer in God and stuff like that. So what she done was she took on this job. She was working in the hospital, and she progressed, and she was asked to work. And anyway, she worked in there. But she said after she'd been around so many people who were passing and stuff like that, her kind of views changed, because she was saying people were constantly telling her, "Oh no, my mother's coming for me today." She says, "I'm going to be passing today," and she'd say these people wouldn't be to that part of the end of life. And they would just, like she said, they'd be correct. Like the next day, they'd just have gone. Through the night. And then other people say, "My dad's here. Don't sit in the chair."
Yeah, but a lot of people do, because what happens is as well. I've always found. I'm around death a lot as well, obviously, being a medium, but even with my own family and stuff like that, when people are passing, what happens is there is that tunnel and everything else is there. I've had it explained to me from spirits, and other spirits come down, especially when it's your time to cross over. There's always going to be spirits there around you, and sometimes it can be in the height of pain or whatever, which way you happen to pass or whatever it is. It seems pain sometimes as well. It's like they know you've had enough, so they kind of take that pain away for the last kind of day or two sometimes as well. But they're around you, so the person that's actually passing is getting to see these people. So that's why they would always mention, like, and it crosses every kind of, when you think of it, no matter what someone passes from, you'll hear it from people that have like severe dementia as they're passing. All of a sudden, their memory. They're talking about people that are past, that are around them, but they're talking in great clarity where they maybe couldn't talk about that a couple of weeks or years before their whatever the disease happens to be. But it seems to cross every spectrum that that happens, like that other spirits come in and they get you ready. So you're never, but people are afraid to die alone. You're actually never alone. Like you're actually never alone. When you're living and past, you weren't really never alone. They're always kind of around you, but especially when it comes to that. So I can understand where that woman's views changed from being totally atheist to going, actually there is something there, because that would be, she's listening to these stories of people saying, and then it's obviously happening the next day, or because it has to have an effect in it. And anybody that works in a hospice, fair play to you. Absolutely.
There's loads of comments there. Brilliant. I don't know if you want to see them. I see Jane Bates there. She says, "Anton, can you ask Geoff? You have it there in front of you there." So
where are we going?
Down here.
Well, can you ask Geoff, can we do my reading? Crystal's put my certain place with you.
That's all I just see there,
Yeah, would she get to use it soon? Let me see. Yeah, tell him it will. It definitely will. I know what she's talking about. Sorry, that's we'll give it a week or two. Yeah, just give it a week or two. It definitely will. Yeah. Barry Flood, everybody else is there. Hello, and Doyle.
And Anna's saying her dad's dementia didn't go up to his last breath. Yeah, well, everyone's different.
Yeah, everybody is different. Yeah,
it just some cases. I'm not saying everybody.
Not everybody, no, but some cases it's a lot stronger. Yeah, it really is. Like, so.
Yeah, everyone's different.
And of course, everybody is different as well. Yeah, they are. But there's always that kind of culmination of all these spirits coming together to help you cross over as well. So,
well, one of the things, I was at the one of the lads out with the script, the drummer, and he when we were there, I knew his dad very well, Gary Power, and one of the things he did say, he got told that he'd 6 weeks to live, like very short, quick.
Yeah.
And he was there, but he said something my dad said to me. He said, and one of the things was, he said, no, I don't know if his dad was religious or not. And so he turned around and he said, he said Jesus came to me last night, but he had 1,000 faces. Now, I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know if his face was made up of loads of faces or not. I don't know what he meant by it. And he just shared this with us. He says, this is what his dad said to him. Yeah. And he said, I just want to share this with you. He says, and then the next thing he said was, it's okay, I'm going to walk you through this. He says, that's what Jesus says to me. He said, that's...
Well, there you go. And
he just shared that.
He just shared it. And there's that has to give you peace as well. Like, it does.
No, I don't know.
The 1,000 faces as well, I suppose there's loads of different things you can take from that. Like the 1,000 faces, that could have, if he's specifically talking about Jesus and a religious thing, he could have meant like Jesus has 1,000.
You know the way there's loads of religions, right? Because I'm like a child, I'm a curious fucker.
Yeah, there's Hindu, there's all sorts of religions, Muslim religions, so like Buddhism.
So no matter what you believe in, there can only be one place to go, no matter what you believe.
Well, that's it, and I think you could get into that debate all day, God this, God that, but there's an afterlife, regardless of who's in charge of it anyway, because it's there.
There's a spirit world.
There's a spirit world, and it's another part, I believe, of kind of a journey. I think that there's certain stages and things that you go through, like, because it there's too much kind of when you think about, especially with predictions, and with a lot of the spirit predictions I'd be doing would be spirit-led predictions as well. So that message isn't just me going, it's a spirit coming in telling me something about a specific thing that's going to happen in the future. And then when obviously we do be accurate with them, they do happen. A lot of them, the stuff I've done has been catalogued as well. So that message came from there.
Right.
So there is definitely that there. Now, you can argue all day, God or different religions. I think they're all the same thing. And
regardless
of what you believe, yeah. And if you look at like a lot of the likes of the Bibles, the Quran, they're all very similar, and a lot of this stuff, but a lot of this stuff as well that people have to understand with the Bibles and stuff, and a lot of traditions, Catholic traditions anyway, are actually taken from different religions. Like the Catholic religion isn't one of the oldest religions by any means.
No.
By any means at all. There was a lot of stuff before that. There was a lot of different things, and then everything kind of gets demonized. That's not outside of it. Doesn't fit in the box that some religions don't like.
Yeah.
If it goes even against them, there's a very... I'm always wary of religions that take a really hard stance on other religions,
or you have to believe
go and attack other people or sections of the community because they don't believe, and that's kind of getting away from it. It is. It's getting away from it. But yeah, all the different religions, there is apart from all that, there's definitely that there. So, and that's where a lot of the predictions come from. So you can't just pull that stuff out of the air.
What was the first thing? When did you realise you had say something? What was it? Strange?
Not really. No, I was very young, so I had a kind of a strange upbringing anyway. So when I was young, there would have been a lot going on. Strange, yeah. But funny actually. But yeah, so when I was young, it happened, and then it.
How did it happen?
It was just seeing, actually seeing. Now, and at being the age of 6, 7, you don't understand. You just see a person. You just see a person, and sometimes. I would think they were just... No, they didn't say anything. A lot of them wouldn't say anything at all.
When that person's there, it's not like in the movies, they're all grey and all that, is it?
No, it's not. It's like they come in different forms. There's different types of spirits, which we're going to get Michael on, we'll be talking about anyway. There's different types of spirits for a start, and that can do different things as well, and will show them and manifest themselves in different ways. Sometimes spirits just come in like a little orb of energy, or you'll get a sensation and then you'll start hearing things. Some of them just show themselves for a minute and then just keep talking, so they're not constantly standing in front of you,
right?
Formed. They have to do something like that as well. You have to show me. They have to help me do that as well.
Right. So do you know when somebody gets a reading, is that somebody coming, like, say, from the spirit world to help that person that needs to hear the story? Or
they'll need to hear it. Like, there's two different energies. Like, there's spirit energy, and then you have your own energy. And a lot of Michael will probably talk about it as well. A lot of mediums or psychics kind of don't distinguish between the person's energy and spirit energy as well. Like, it be a person's energy can, like, a medium will actually be able to pick up things on you just from your energy, just right. There's different types of mediums as well, but you have to, like, there's when the spirits are coming in, but when they want to pass a message on, they will. Sometimes it's short, like the readings aren't constantly. Sometimes a reading can go on for like 45 minutes or half an hour, and that can be all just spirit messages.
Right.
Then other times it could be a 10-minute spirit message, and the rest of it is their own energy and things that I'll be picking up anyway, just by the way, because I can. Yeah. So that's.
We will be getting to the phones.
Yeah, we get to the phones. I'm just, while Lanto's talking, I'm going to be looking up and down these.
Yeah, what I was going to say as well, if you could share this on your page, it'd be great. It'd be great if you can just share it. It won't hurt you. Just hit share on your page. Share it over to your page, and then we can get a few more people on board. And tonight's show is also sponsored by clickonthedeal.com.
It is indeed. So go have a look.
Yeah, go
Brilliant
have a look.
Website.
There's some deadly deals.
There is, yeah. There's some deadly stuff.
Weird stuff. Yeah.
There's a whole range of things on that you would need as well, but other things that you'd be like, oh, that's like you wouldn't see it on any other site. Yeah, so it's very. Go on, have a look.
I got one of those shower heads. I didn't get it on that site, but I'm just saying you can get all these weird, the shower heads with all the beads and stuff. And
all the real retro stuff.
Yeah, I love all that mad stuff. Yeah, so clickonthedeal.com. Go onto that and check it out. After the show, so click on it, you get a deal. There we go. So that's tonight's show is kind of a sponsored by click on the deal there as well.
Yeah, hey Alison, hey Charlene, just looked. Hey June's always on. Actually, June's a regular, isn't she? She's every time.
Now, if there's anything there you want to just have a browse over some of the stuff there. We'll get into some of them now in a minute.
Yeah, we will indeed. Yeah,
not just but you can see some of the stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah, hello everybody. There's a good few coming on there now, so hello everybody.
Yeah, it's great to have everyone on board. I mean,
Gemma Mooney, yeah.
I haven't been on the show in quite a while.
No,
I had to actually rig it all back up again.
Yeah, it was a bit of...
And
like
we just about made it.
We did, yeah. Perfect timing, so...
But yeah, no, I haven't been on the show in a while, but we did say we do a couple of podcasts. We'd interview people and...
Yeah, we do. It'd be really interesting as well, and just to kind of put more stuff up as well, like more content as well.
Yeah,
so,
and the people can watch it at their leisure then. You don't have to watch it at a certain time.
You don't have to wait at a certain time. Yeah, you can watch whenever you want then, obviously, yeah. Now, I'm not one of them big, mad technical people, so he'll be doing all of that, so...
So the thing... So go back to when you first...
Yeah.
What way does it come to you? What way, like, let's say a spirit wants to tell you something, right? And it's coming... Does it come as a voice or a thought, or what way does it come?
Yeah, well, it depends on, obviously, when you're a child, a lot of the time it's just kind of visions.
Right.
You don't understand what's going on as well. And then that's kind of uncontrollable with a lot of... when it kind of opens up in you as a child, you don't know what's going on, so you don't have any kind of control over it closing down. So what would happen is maybe a time when I'd get really annoyed or get for whatever reason, or you'd get really sad, that would activate it as a child, where then all of a sudden you're seeing spirits, and it kind of closes down a little bit. As an adult then, you can keep letting it do that, but it's not a good thing. You have to kind of control the gift. So what you do is you do meditation, you can open up, you can close yourself down, and that's by opening your chakras. Meditation and opening your chakras are one of the main ways.
I asked another medium before, what is opening up? And he explained to me, he said, okay, basically what it's like, he says, imagine yourself walking in the dark. This is how you tell me if this is right.
No, yeah, go ahead.
He says, so all the spirit world, he says, can't see you, you're in the dark.
Yeah.
He said, but when you open up, he said, it's like you send out a beam of light and they know you're susceptible to hear them.
Yeah, and that's what it is when you open, yeah. And
Yeah.
when you open, that's it, you're sending kind of that, you're making them aware, and that's when they come.
Yeah, because I'm crazy curious.
Yeah, but that's all the third eye, and there's a huge amount of study gone into it, and people do really research it as well. But it's like every other medium, it's nearly trial by error. It's how much you want to do with it, or if you want to go that way with it. Just a lot of people that have gifts don't want to do anything with it at all. They just don't want to, and that's fair enough as well.
Some people, like I know one or two people, have seen one or two things along the way, and they don't want to know that they have any type of gift.
Yeah.
They go, I was seeing such a thing last night, but that they don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and
they're actually kind of afraid of it.
Yeah, and that's understandable as well, because it's outside the norm as well, and as human beings, we have a huge problem with something that's outside the normal for some reason. We either fear it, or we try to stay away from it, or kill it, or something that's outside of our realm of thinking is kind of, it's like we have an adverse reaction to it. Yeah. It's like we have a natural fear of it. That could be a natural thing, like obviously.
Well, okay, look, let's call it spade. But like, if I'd say something, go something, you'd probably run, right?
Yeah.
But being honest with you, if I seen somebody that I knew, like say,
it would be less frightening. Yeah,
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd find it frightening.
No, you wouldn't, because
I'd ask them, what are you doing here?
It's that familiar face, and you're used to it. I can't even speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that familiarity with. So you obviously, it'd be less frightening to see that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It really, really would. But yeah, so obviously I just wanted nothing to do with it until I was older. Then I didn't even want it, and I just kind of fell back into it with other things. So I said, look, I'll give it a full go, and then really start getting into it then. So kind of in me, would have been 20s to early 30s. And
on what level have you got? You know the way there's different mediums. That we're going to have a friend of yours on later on.
Yeah, so and Michael is brilliant. Yeah, he started off in palmistry, I think, and then moved on to other things. And really, Michael is the type of medium, he researches absolutely everything. So he wants to know absolutely everything, which is brilliant, because he has a huge knowledge of loads of different types. Like, you'll have clairvoyance, clairaudience, different. Like, you'll have palm readers.
What are you? What are you?
I'd be like a spiritualist, so I can contact spirits as well, and then with the medium or the psychic side of it as well, I can see things without having to do anything with the mediumship as well. I can pick up on other things. Yeah, it'll come. Yeah, so that'll come. That media or the psychic side of it can come in pictures, or it can come in words. Words in your head. You'll see things. You just know. And the person...
Yeah, well, I done that thing on the Jerry Ryan show where you asked me, I told you this before, where Yuri Geller said, I'm sending out a picture with me mind, and I could actually see the picture in my head.
Yeah, and you got it spot on.
Yeah, I did get it spot on, yeah. I said it was a purple triangle. I had to get something that was outside Yuri Geller's house, and then I won a prize to go to Yuri Geller's house.
Which is
I got there the day after Michael Jackson dangled the baby out the
so that would have been everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, Sky News.
I think that was Paris, was it? Was it in Paris?
No, that was Germany. And then I went over to Yuri Geller's house in Reading over in London.
And they were actually good friends, Michael Jackson and Yuri Geller, weren't they?
Yeah. And his phones were on fire because I had already booked to go over, but I seen the whole concept behind it was like he said, I'm going to send an image with my mind, think, and I did. I closed down my mind for a minute and actually listened, and I could actually see this kind of a diamond spinning around, and it turned out to be like I said, no, it's a pyramid. It looked like an upside down diamond. Yeah. And I said, no, it's a pyramid. I said, it's like a purple pyramid. And it turned out it's a big red pyramid. And Jay Ryan had a picture of it out his back garden. And when I went over it, it's massive.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah, he had a big thing built in his garden. He calls it the healing pyramid.
Yeah, a lot they do real, but that goes back to moving away then from the actual all these religions, and you're moving back to where there was knowledge. If you look at the pyramids and you look at all that stuff, we've got scientists and we've got the best brains in the world, the best engineers. They still wouldn't be able to build one of those pyramids that are thousands of years old. And even the pyramids, I'm telling you now, the pyramids were repurposed for something. They definitely were.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you, they were around a lot longer. If you look at the weathering on them as well, but you're getting back into, there's lost knowledge somewhere along the
definitely
that can't be explained. And the reason it can't be explained, I think, is because people have closed their minds off to what we used to be able to do. And I think that's getting back to with Yuri Geller and stuff like that. That the healing, that's what he's getting back into. He's tuning back into all that old knowledge of like if you drink out of a brass, of a copper cup, that's actually really good for you. Like, people don't realise your body's actually full of tiny little metals. Like,
but that's that's something.
Even sleeping, as we used to say, like, so there's loads of lost, and none of it comes up in any religion anywhere. Even though it's very strange when you think about the Catholics and all these other religions they put billions into actual science.
Yeah.
And one, like, it's crazy. But that's what it is. There's that lost knowledge. But that's why he would have had that healing pyramid there for some reason, that shape, and then when you put it together with steel, it just has even people walking around the pyramids that are total skeptics or weren't even told about it. Seemingly when you go around these pyramids, there's like, you can feel
an energy.
You can feel like nearly a palpable energy. Sometimes it makes people kind of a bit ill, or other people get a kind of a rush from it. And so
they say everything in the whole universe is vibration.
It is, and it's all energy. Everything is energy, and there's ley lines then across. If you look at the likes of the pyramids, when you're going right through, they're all like, even some of the Mayans and all the stuff, they're actually on direct lines, latitude and longitude lines. Like, they're actually on. How can people that supposedly never met each other and are thousands of years apart, and there was no transatlantic travel back then, because that was crazy. Transatlantic travel.
Where do you put your pyramid?
No, but there's no compasses. There was no nothing. But they were able to build very similar things. And how did they know? Like, the stars, a lot of the stars before even telescopes.
Yeah.
These boys were working off before telescopes were.
It's just crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts what they knew.
There has to be loads of lost information.
Yeah, there is, but it's nuts the way they knew, like, all the astrological stuff and the stars, the alignments, the planets. It's crazy, like, that we hear all these lads in the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th century. Those planets were well known about before them. Yeah. You know what I mean? They really were. So, yeah, we're getting off track here. But anyway, people have closed their minds off, or it's been lost. And I don't know why or how it happens. I'm not that good. I'd love to know. Yeah. But yeah, there's another side of human beings that we really don't understand. And that's why I think people have a problem. And it not just a problem with mediums or thinking ifs or something there, or religion
just
around that.
Contact with the earth.
Yeah, they just have a disconnect. We're after disconnecting ourselves from something that should only help us. We have it for a reason. So how all of this, it's a strange one, but yeah, we are we're capable, and that's what one of me shows us. We're capable of a whole lot more, but that's why I can see people having doubts and this, that, and anything that is out of the ordinary for us is kind of either a subject that's just stay away from.
Elaine is saying, come on lads, get to the readings. So we are going to get to the readings.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of readings to do, Elaine.
We definitely won't pick her, right? I'm only joking, Elaine. You never know. It's out of our control.
All right, just one more question I'm going to ask you as well. Do you know? So basically, when you're getting channeled into wherever it is, so basically it's like a radio station. You tune into it.
Yeah, you tune into it. So you're putting yourself on that higher vibration, like we were talking about. So you're on a different. You're activating. And I truly believe when we open up, we're activating a different part of our brain. A different part of my brain is switching on.
Right.
And my brain is no different to anybody else's. So we are all capable of, that's for another show. But yeah, you're on that vibration with them. So you're on that level where it's like tuning a radio station. It's like going from 98 FM and the spirits are on FM 104.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a dial that you could just tune it to heaven? How's it going, Ma? How are you?
It would be cool, but I can tell you.
My ma came me for saying she's not dead.
I know, but imagine then the world would be a much nicer place. Because I can tell you now, there is an afterlife and all that. And not that you get judged, I'm not getting into all that, but everybody needs to be nicer to each other. This pandemic has people.
I thought you would have learnt more.
No, but it's not that. Even the pandemic, it's because it was forced on us, and it's brought out kind of a lot of negativity in people, and obviously staying in. It was we were basically all on for the first couple of weeks of that. Anyway, it was the way the government were saying it. It was like people were actually afraid to go outside their doors. There was nobody. Even when I was walking the shop, only one person from your house was allowed to go. Everybody was basically under house arrest, and it wasn't like we got a warning. It was straight in your face. Do you know what I mean? So
you have to stay. Yeah.
So the stress levels, even when I'm kind of talking to people, and I've been talking to people during it, their stress levels have gone through the roof because there's no certainty. There was no certainty about the future. All their freedoms were taken away, and the constitution was just torn up to bits. Like it really was everything. And the one thing about it as well, you can argue all day about this, that, and the other, and the government are always saying, look how quickly we acted, and look what we did. They acted very quickly to take everybody's rights away for this thing. But when you ask them, take the pandemic out of the way, if the government could act that fast, the way they've acted during this pandemic, they could solve every problem in this country. They really could. It just goes to show you when they want to do something, or when they want to enforce a law to change something, they can do it. So why not put that energy now that we're going to be coming out with this pandemic into the problems that we need to be fixing? Like they're all batting each other on the back saying we did great and we pulled the country through this, and they're taking this, that and the other. Right, well, apply that same whatever workload you're doing to the housing crisis, the homeless crisis. We've no mental health in this country at all. We've actually got a third world, and God bless the doctors and nurses, we've a third world healthcare system. We have, whether you like it or not. But if you have the money, a doctor will see you with it. You'll be in and out of a health clinic within an hour and a half, diagnosed, and not a bother on you, and sent off to a consultant. However, if you happen to be a certain section of the community that can't afford that,
you just sit for 9 hours, like
not even sit for 9 hours. You can sit for hours and hours on end. And during the pandemic as well, we get off it, but treatment stopped for everything else.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which
it's only you haven't got COVID, but
I don't know. I have absolutely
You've 2 weeks to live. I should have told you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, sorry, we're not treating you because there's a flu flying around the place. And it is like it's nuts when you think about it. Well, we'll get off that anyway. I'll have a look. I'm going to have a couple of look at these.
Okay,
I'm going to have a look.
So have a look at those and just see who we have.
And we can burst away.
Yeah, we can do a couple of readings then. I'm interested in that now. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You're picking up on something, aren't you?
There's a man here already, so I'm going to see if I can go through the feed as well. But there's a man passed with a brain injury. And he had a problem with his heart as well, but it was the heart and head as well, and he's talking to a girl, so it's definitely a girl on the field. Let me see, what's her name even? So there's I don't know if there's any Alison. Is there any Alisons? Have you seen anybody Alison? Or
let me see if there's any Alisons.
Or if she's there and she can go. He's
okay, I don't see an Alison, but you're saying it starts with an A.
It starts with an A. Yeah, there's a new message that might be them. Let me see. No.
Yeah, no. And Doyle.
We'll actually get there because there's thing around Anne as well, so we'll come back to this one. But
Alison's could be her.
Okay, Alison. There's a really strong man here. I'm not sure if he's grandfather or father, but he keeps holding his head as well. And he's showing me a little girl around you, so I'm not sure if that's your daughter. Now he keeps saying you've to stop getting stressed as well. There's a bit of a change coming around, and you have to make a decision as well. And he's saying you have to say yes to this. Make a positive change for this. So the decision, if you're asked this big decision coming up, he's saying yes. So whatever question or decision you're going to make, he's saying you're making the right one. Now this either decision is coming around you now or will be in the next 2 weeks, but you have been thinking about it as well. Now he's saying she has a daughter as well, so she has he keeps showing me a picture with either him with a little girl on his lap, so I'm not sure if it's her or her daughter as well, but he's saying there's a huge move coming for you as well, so I'm not sure if it's in work or with a house, but there's definitely a big decision coming up that you're going to say yes to, so it could be a new job. I don't know what it is, but it's going to lead to, there's definitely a big change, so whatever this decision you're going to have to make that you're saying yes to, it's actually a brilliant thing to do, but it's going to bring you to a new house within the space of 2 years as well. And he keeps saying your back as well, so mind your back or stop. He's saying you can see it rubbing your back a lot, so put your hand at your back. That's what I'm trying to rub it there now, and there seems to be a bit of pain with it as well, so go easy on your back. That sounds a bit strange actually. Go easy lifting that and heavy with your back, like you know what I mean, but and he keeps bringing up the 16th and the 17th of February for some reason, so if Alison can get back onto us there, because she's
this girl down here, Paul Smith, is saying, what's the spirit's surname?
Now
let's try.
So he's saying OM, so it's either O'Malley, it's an OM. Oh, there she is, yeah, so it is her daughter. So, sorry, her daughter Lauren. Sorry, we'll get back to that chap there in a second. Yeah, he's saying the picture, there's real fan memories of this picture as well, but he's telling you there is a huge shift coming up. He's always around you as well, and he keeps saying O&M, so he was answering that other chap's.
Paul is saying €1 million, you won't get the spirit's surname.
€1 million. Have you got €1 million? Show me the €1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, I'm trying to stick onto this because I'll let you read these because I'm getting kind of trying to do one thing and then do another as well. Yeah. So don't be worrying. He's saying just stop worrying and about the little girl. So if there's any worries around your daughter, stop worrying about them. And we'll try and move on to another one there.
Now we can take a call if you want.
Yeah, we'll try a call there if you want to. If you want,
someone wants to give us a bell. The number's on the screen there. We can
a quick call there because we have what times in it. Michael's coming on there now in a second.
Yeah, Michael's going to come on now in a sec, isn't he?
There's another one there as well. Right, so he's saying a Doyle. So is there a Doyle? So there was an Doyle there a second ago, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was an Doyle.
Now, I'm not sure if it's Frank or Francis, but there's these two names now. Now, thank you for doing that because the spirits are giving it to me now. Yeah, now the lady that had the problem with her head, she definitely will be okay.
Just one second.
There's definitely a little bit more kind of, I can see her having to do a bit more. Like it could be physiotherapy but there's going to be more movement. It's like she hasn't got movement, and he's saying the movement, so it'll come back. So whatever kind of affects that girl is suffering, they're going to come back. And this is definitely this is me. Yeah, she's saying me. So just let me know if you know the name because he's saying Frank or Francis, and that woman that had the stroke, she'll definitely. There's going to better change coming around, but it's kind of she's a little bit of a hard road ahead of her for the next couple of weeks, but she's going to really, really kind of get through it as well. She's to slow down as well, and there's a couple of changes with her, but she's definitely going to be okay. And they're showing me, they're showing me kind of a flower where she is, or a flower picture. So ask her if you can, and that is she sitting right beside a kind of a picture of a flower or a yellow flower? Now, do you want to? Put these on.
We will put on the cans, I think. Let me just.
Where's that €1 million actually?
Who we got on the phone?
Sylvia.
How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
You picking that up?
I can hear you, yes, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, my name is Sylvia.
Hey, Sylvia, how are you?
Sylvia Darby. I was
Sylvia.
just commenting there.
Oh, no problem. Sorry.
Yeah, you're grand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello?
sorry. I'm just reading. Yeah, 1 second. I'm just reading.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
okay.
that's brilliant. And actually, I'm going to send Anne a message there because, well, I'll do it when I'm finished this. Actually, I'll get a message.
Yeah, perfect.
Sorry, Sylvia.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. It's lovely to have you on the show. Have you ever had a reading before?
I have had a reading, but I haven't had a reading with you. It was actually Michelle Gibson there. She tagged me tonight.
Oh, did she? Ah, brilliant. And how long ago was the
she
reading?
recommends you.
Was the reading a good while ago?
You
that
give
you've
her
had?
a good reading, yeah.
Yeah, but the one you've had, was it a good while ago?
The last reading I've had, yeah, would have been, yeah.
Yeah, and you still haven't slowed down because you got a message from that one, didn't you? I have a spirit here that they're saying you don't slow down. So have you been flying around the place?
Huh?
And were you told to slow down a little bit at that reading? Now, not the reading with me, the one you've got previously, did the spirit kind of tell you to kind of slow down or step back a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah, and you haven't done it either, have you? No, but come here, that's okay. I'm only having a bit of a joke with you. Now, Sylvia, there's two different spirits around you, actually, and one has gone a good while as well. Now, one passed with a heart condition too.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now, he's saying a Patrick as well, so do you know who that is?
Sorry?
Do you know who Patrick is?
Patrick. I
He's,
think it's on my mum's
yeah,
side.
he's on your mother's side as well, but he keeps showing me his heart as well. He's showing me, he keeps saying frustration. So is there any frustration around you at the minute, or?
Yeah, a wee bit.
There is, yeah. Well, it's gonna take a little bit of work, all right. Now I'm asking for timescales for this. It's talking about 2 months, but there's definitely your input you have to kind of push it a little bit. See, push the frustration that you're feeling and the frustration around this thing. Kind of, there is good change coming around it, but it's like you have to kind of just do a little bit more, if that makes sense. Or
More work, yeah.
Yeah, attack it a little bit, but it's going to go really, really well.
Okay.
Now, the same thing as well, you're really low, like your vitamins are low for some reason. So have you been sick in the last couple of weeks or over the last
No, just not feeling well.
Okay, well, there's definitely a vitamin issue because it's I can see like a kind of a like no kind of not an eating issue, but definitely an issue with your kind of stomach, and it's like your body isn't taking the thing. So if you've been getting kind of cramped up a little bit, and because that's what he's showing me anyway. So have a look, or even go to your doctor. There's definitely something. It's a vitamin, or there's something your body's like kind of not taking in. But it's definitely definitely diet related as well. He's saying, but definitely do really look into that over the next couple of weeks for me, please, because it's coming up that it's not going to get any better if you don't, and it's going to kind of progress to where have you been vomiting?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, it's not. It's very. I don't want to be frightening you here or anything like that. Like it's not a serious. It's something that can be fixed very easily, but if it's not fixed, it can cause kind of more serious issues with you as well, because it's like nearly affecting your bowel as well. So it's kind of messing you up, and it's kind of that's where a lot of the frustration can probably coming from as well, because it's the amount of stress, the workload you have, and this kind of there's definitely something. So check, even go to a dietitian, or if you get a chance, or if you can, but definitely get on that straight away. Saying now there's travel ahead of you as well. So you're going to be travelling, and it's kind of unexpected travel over the next 2 months as well. So have you a passport and everything?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, don't lose it, because you're definitely going to be travelling. But it's like a little competition, or this holiday is going to come to you within a week and it's not like you've planned it or anything like that. So either somebody's going to bring you away, or you're going to win something. But it's going to be actually really kind of an eye opener for you as well. It's going to make you kind of reassess a couple of different things in your life. Now you're a very organised person as well. You're really organised. But that's.
I don't know about that now.
No, you are. But it's going to kind of make you kind of just reassess a few different things that are actually going to really impact your life when you do them. So, but definitely, definitely do get that stomach thing picked up and sorted out, and you'll be grand. And send me a message there if you want. I can have an in-depth look for you kind of more over the next day or two if that's something you'd want me to do. But definitely get that issue sorted. You're going to be grand as well, and he's definitely there. Has a mother with him as well, so that must be your nanny as well. But they're saying that they're okay. Now there's going to be one last thing as well. There's an older woman that's going to be going into hospital over the next 6 months for tests, and she's going to get news that's going to kind of knock her back a bit, but the treatment and everything that she's going to get will be fine, and she'll be back up and running within a year. So she's definitely an older woman. The family will have a kind of an issue, but it will be fixed. So if there's any other older women in the family and they aren't feeling well around it, get them to just go to the doctor and have a little check and see. It'll save a load of hassle. But you're fine. But just get definitely that it's a little issue that's causing a big problem with you when it comes to your stomach and everything. So just kind of have a look into it and drink plenty more water, and do slow down a little bit. Like, do kind of start taking a bit more time for yourself where you're actually knocking your whole consciousness off from the world, because it's something that you actually need. Have you been finding that you're kind of not being able to switch off? Like your mind is constantly racing?
I do meditation, like, sometimes. Yeah,
well, then do more of that, right? Try and do a bit more of it every day, like, and you really will feel the benefits. You'll definitely see the benefits, and you'll be much better as well. But you've great energy. There's nothing negative.
Say anything about love life? Do you?
He's having a look there. I don't know. How does that come to you?
No. What I'll do is I'm actually going to send you a message. That's what I'll do. I'll send you a message because I'm getting something there, but I'll actually send it to you in a message because it'll be a kind of a bit personal. But let's say there's going to be change anyway, and there's going to be good change, but there's something that has to be done before this change. So what that is, I'll tell you in the message. But
thank you.
You'll have reason to smile after the message.
Anything else? Are you picking up, like, house move or anything?
Yeah, they were saying there was going to be a move there as well. Now, the moves, there's coming up like a bit of a delay with a move as well. There's going to be, as you mentioned it there, I can see a kind of a struggle with it as well. So either reassess that, or something's definitely going to delay a move if you wanted to do it now, whereas probably a little bit further down it'll go a lot more smoothly. But that's all I can kind of see with that. But definitely when you said move, there's definitely a kind of, he put his hand up to say, and that normally generally means kind of there'll be some problems there with a move. But look, I'll get that message. If you can give me a quick message there on my Facebook page just to remind me, and I'll have a look.
What's your name on your Facebook page?
It's just Medium Geoff Keating, or you can send a message here to Anto's one, and Anto will forward it on to me to you.
Perfect.
I'll get back to you over the next couple of days.
Thank you for the reading.
No hassle at all. It was nice to talk to you. It really was.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye.
Now, I've a young man here, and now he's gone a while, but he passed young. He's been standing there as well. He's saying his mother was watching. So if there's now his mother was watching. He's saying, and his father isn't well at the minute as well. I'm going to try and see if I can get names from him as well. So there's either Orla is related to him, or Orla's watching, or let me see from the feed. We'll see there now. He's just saying that kind of his father is very sick. Actually, he showed me that he's really sick. He's lost a lot of weight as well. So this man is actually obviously in hospital. And this is his son that's talking here. He's saying he's around him, and he's trying to help as well. And he's saying his mum is really stressed. His mum in living obviously is she's really stressed. She's trying to slow down a little bit. This Orla as well is doing a lot. So if there's an Orla there as well, he's saying just keep an eye on mum, help her. Which he's saying you always do as well. He's saying, but just keep an extra. It's like your mum's going to need extra help over the next 2 months as well. Now, and he's saying a V, so the V has something to do with the family as well. And he's saying it's all basically it's all for his dad. He's just saying just let them know that I am there and he is watching and he's staying with his dad. So his dad must be in hospital or is doing that. He's keeping an eye on him as well. And he's not showing me the full outcome or the very end of it. He's just want to really let you know that your dad's not alone when he's in hospital, or he's always with him.
Alright. Okay, now you want to call the show, at least the number there, the number is 087 168 4468 if you want to give us a quick bell on the show. And, there we go, that's the number if you want to get a reading direct off Geoff. I'm always curious, I want people to tell me if it's right or wrong or whatever it is.
Yeah, because it is. And see, a lot of the times as well, you have to understand when people are on the phones as well, because this isn't something. The first time I did this was actually on the show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the first time to try to actually do things like that, because it was kind of a bit taboo. So it's very hard to do actually as a medium,
right?
Because you're connecting with these spirits. They're just coming in quickly, and you're trying to grasp. So you're trying to get all that information off them, and then put it straight to doing what they're doing. See, sometimes it takes time as well to like kind of what they're showing you in pictures and they're showing you, yeah. And spirits, even just questions you can ask spirits, like they only answer what they want to answer. They don't. So if it was that simple, sure, I could be asking them for the lot. I'd be winning the lotto every week. It'd be handy, wouldn't it? But see, people have a lot of misconceptions of what a medium can do. Everything that a medium does is spirit driven as well. Now the medium has to do a certain amount of things for themselves, like to get them into that state. But the spirits dictate everything. They dictate everything else. They really do. Like.
Now we have another caller. We give another caller a try.
Give one more go. Yeah.
How's it going? Who we got on the line?
It's a man, is it?
And they've hung up. See, we can't just put you straight through with this one. We can put you straight through. Just give us a minute to finish our conversation.
Yeah, well, we can go to the feed anyway. Yeah, and things coming on there in a second as well. And Michael's going to be on there in a sec. Now they're saying Paul. I'm saying just Jody. I keep Paul.
I'll put you now in a second on the phone. Yeah, okay.
No problem.
Yeah, no bother.
Yeah, so I was just saying there's a Paul. That name that man was saying just there earlier. Sorry, I didn't realise I didn't say it. So you'll have to remind me sometimes when I'm doing that.
Yeah, I'm
trying to get the names. They don't necessarily tell me. Sometimes, but a lot of times they'll tell you their name. Sometimes they don't. They'll talk about other people, or they just want to get the message, and they go on as well. So yeah. So if you've someone there, right?
Yeah, we go to the phone. Yeah, how's it going? Who we got?
This is Anne Bourne, Anto.
How are you, Anne?
Hi,
Now, I'm going to hand you over to Geoff. He's the man with the magic.
Great, yeah.
Hey, Anne, how are you?
How are you, Geoff? How are you?
Good, not a bother.
I'm just ringing up my dad's his second anniversary is coming up next week. Just want to know if there was Anne there.
Yeah, well, don't be telling me Anne there, because I want it to be handy.
Yeah,
it's better
don't tell him anything.
Yeah, it's better that I tell you. So if anybody else is... No, I understand. Look, it's not your... It's just a kind of... me, I like to kind of get the spirit first, and then now you've 3 different spirits as well. There's two hours around you as well.
Okay.
Now they're saying Maggie as well. So.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Do you know who she is?
I do.
Because Maggie, now she's passed.
Yeah.
Maggie's passed. She's there with your father as well.
All right.
Now, there was actually a problem around the house, he was saying. So did you have any issues around the house, your own house, recently?
Oh, God, I don't... In my own house. I don't know. Not that I can think of offhand.
All right, because he was showing me a problem with something there with the house. Are you stressed over a situation in the house? So we'll move on to that anyway, don't be worrying.
Yeah.
Are we saying the back? So it was something out the back. Or if this hasn't happened, it might happen. I don't know. Has it happened already? Anything...
I think I know what he's talking about, yeah.
Brilliant, yeah, you don't have to tell me. Look, some of the things as well, don't be worrying if I say things that you don't want me to elaborate on. Just say, yeah, I know what he's talking about, and then I'll know just to move on, because sometimes spirits can say something that maybe you don't want the whole of English know.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of a yapper, so if you said that, I'll tell you, I would phone.
Now, he keeps showing me a little dog as well.
Really?
Yeah, a little dog, and he keeps smiling, rubbing it as well, so when he says he knows, that'll put a smile on your face as well.
Oh my God, yeah.
And he's specifically mentioning this as well, and
yeah, I know. I know who he's talking about. Yeah,
brilliant. He wants to he just wants to give you a big hug because he knows you've been upset, obviously, over his past. And like, I've only lost my own father there 3 months ago, so now I can kind of deal with it a little bit better because. And here's the one thing for you: I actually haven't tried to connect with him yet because it'd be too hard for me. Isn't that mad?
Yeah.
Do you know, whereas I can do it for everybody else. This is the first time where I've actually, as a meeting.
Yeah, well, you have to be ready, don't you? Really?
Yeah, and even me, do you know what I mean? Even though I took it kind of well, but look, we'll get back to you anyway. But yeah, so there's loads of different things here. But now he keeps laughing as well. So there's something. It's like he keeps showing me a funny. It's like I don't know if it's an inside joke with the two of yous or out like that. But he keeps saying a clown. So I'm not sure if that scared you as a child or, but.
A clown.
Yeah, there's something about a clown, and then a joke attached to us. So that's for later. It might come to you.
Yeah, it might come later on. Yeah.
Now, your knees. Go easy on your knees because I can definitely see a lot of sharp pain coming through one of your legs. So, have you any problems with your legs at the minute?
I do with my ankle, yeah. Yeah,
well, kind of definitely go easy on that, or see if you can get a different treatment because it's coming up like it's something that can be fixed, but it's just getting the wrong attention, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you have to strap it up, or do you take medication for it?
I had a bit of a fall there about 2 weeks ago, and I think pulled all the ligaments in the ankle. But the pain is coming up through my knee,
shooting up through your knee. Yeah, well, that's definitely the good thing. Is it's not the knee joint itself, so it's obviously referred pain coming up. So it could be a nerve trapped there, but definitely that's probably what it is. Actually, now it's making sense what you're saying. So go back to wherever you went, or go back to your doctor and ask them to either re-X-ray that, or there's something where you're not getting the right treatment or something's been missed that's going to cause a lot more problems. It's like you could do more damage to it. Has it been getting sore instead of...
No, it's not really too bad now. To be honest with you, I haven't gone anywhere with it, so maybe I should do.
Well, then go somewhere with it, yeah, because it's not going to get better. So that's why he's saying that. So we'll definitely go and get it checked because there's definitely damage there that's not going to fix itself without you getting proper instruction. Now it could be the likes of that, a torn ligament or a strain, but I can't see huge treatment ahead of you or anything like that, but I can definitely see something that is going to be done to fix it. But
no worries. Thanks a million.
Now, as well, he keeps showing me the Beatles as well. Now, he's showing me the Beatles music.
Yeah, he loved the Beatles.
Yeah, but he's like, let it be. Know that. Yeah, let it be, and he's...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, there's going to be an argument that's going to come up over the next month, all right? And it's kind of inside the family, and it's something in and around your dad. But he's saying, let it be, so... And he's telling you, when this argument comes up, to tell everybody else to just drop it.
Okay.
All right, to take the it's like somebody's getting, I don't know what it is, but he's showing me somebody kind of saying something and somebody else misinterpreting it, and then it's going to go like Chinese whispers within about 3 phone calls where it would cause. So when you hear it, you're going to be the kind of calming person to kind of take all the wind out of it. But he said, let it be, so don't get involved in the argument. Just kind of stop the argument in its tracks. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And that's there you are.
That's absolutely amazing. I can't believe that.
No, well, look, you're very welcome, and it's great to get readings like that. Like, your energy is very good as well. So, I always tell people, like, you're always going to get negative people or people. I don't mind people trying to push me or trying to see if I am a real medium. There's so many fakes out there that's just part of my job because of the fakes ones, is having to kind of not nearly justify myself, but kind of get information like that. But what I will say to those people is, your energy, if you're closed off to getting messages from spirit, don't be surprised in a year or two that you want to go to a medium and get a spirit message and a real medium that won't pass it, because the spirits are like that as well. You have to, not that you have to answer correct, but you have to have some sort of belief that they're there or that in the person, because if you don't, negative energy, and I've been finding myself the last year, I've kind of pulled away from people that are doing that. I'm going like, you know what, if you want to be negative, you be negative and stay over in your own little corner and hate all you like. I'm not going to let it affect what I do as well. But see, I'm just saying, from your point of view, you're very open and you've good energy and you've a good connection with the spirit world. The better connection you have to the spirit world, the better the medium.
Well, that's it. Like, you know, and
so you obviously talk to your father a lot, and you.
Oh yeah, I haven't hounded.
Yeah, and look, there you go. He's hounding you back a little bit as well.
Well, that's all. I don't mind. I can hound me all right.
Yeah, but look, and the dog's barking as well. So you.
Oh, we'll see. Poor old Ozzy.
Yeah,
listen, thanks a million for that. I really appreciate that. You've really lightened me.
No, well, listen to me. Don't be thanking me. Thank your father. He's the one that gave me the messages.
I will. Thanks a million. I really appreciate that. Thanks, Anto.
No,
you're very welcome.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, there we go. That was actually
yeah. See, they do. Look, some readings can be a little bit off, and that can be up to sometimes me being a little bit tired, or it can be up to the person just as well. Like, you know what I mean? But look, I'm not. You can put any comment up about this, that, and the other. I don't mind that. I've heard every comment under the sun, and I understand where people are coming from. That's the thing where people don't get with me. I understand some of the negative comments people will make about mediums, or even to me. And look, I'm well used to it, so, and I don't like it, but I don't mind it either. Like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of used to it. But always kind of, for those people that are kind of doubt mediums, doubt medium all you want. I really don't mind. Don't doubt the spirits. Don't doubt that someone wants to pass you on a message, or that someone has a connection with you, because we all can do this. And as I was saying, there's this kind of information has been lost from us, but I can guarantee you every single person can do what I do if they put their mind to it and they're given the right guidance. They can, because my brain is absolutely no different. I've had a brain scan. I'm surprised they found one. But it was exactly like any other. They didn't turn around and go like that, whoa, you've got a different section to your brain. Or no, I did get one actually where there was more fire in my brain than should be, but it's still the same brain, and it was just I was firing a little bit higher, and I don't know what, I can't exactly. I'll try to pull it back up and tell you what it was in another one. Yeah. So everybody is capable of what I'm doing, and don't doubt that there's people looking after you and there's people watching you, and some people get uncomfortable with that as well, because. And I think sometimes some of the negative people are afraid and will take a medium on and slag them a little bit, because where I'm coming from, spirits are watching you all the time. They're keeping an eye on you, and they know what's going on in your life. It's not like they're constantly there, but they know. Just by where they are, they know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they know what's going on in your life. So sometimes people that don't want to, I don't believe in that, or I don't believe that. I think some of it's down to they don't like the fact that maybe their mum or dad is watching over them while they're not doing such good stuff. Or there's always things like that as well.
We done a live show one night, and you actually pinned the girl. Well, you didn't pin her down. You said her nanny was there. Well, no. I mean, but you told her that her grandmother was not happy what she was doing on holidays.
Yeah, and they will. Yeah. I don't remember, but obviously, they do. Like
that was probably one of the. We had a small tour, but it was just one.
Oh yeah,
one Pacific night. That was just specifically really red hot.
Oh yeah, I remember that night was really phenomenal. That was the night. Yeah, I told you not to fall down the stairs. I needed to carry the stuff.
Yeah, well, that was one of the nights. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I fall down the stairs.
But they will. Like, I've had readings where people have come in and they've been all delighted to get a reading because they know they're going to get a good reading, or they know they're going to get something, and spirits have absolutely just made them cry, and they've walked out. They walked into the place happy, and they walked out of the place. Well, there was one
girl that you done when we were on tour. It was actually in Parnells. We're going to go to the phone now in a second. Then we're going to get your friend on. Okay.
Yeah, we will.
Then we're going to go back to the readings, and we'll go back to some of the feed as well.
Yeah, well, we do one more on this, and then we do the man, and then we go back to the feed. I'm going to get a couple off the feed as well, because there's a couple of things jumping off that, and so I want to go to them as well. So yeah, sorry, what were you going to say?
Yeah, no, there was just before we jump onto that. There was just one girl. She came into the show, and she was about 20 with her friend down in Parnells. We were down there one night.
I think I remember this vaguely.
And she paid in and to the show. She says, I don't believe in all this shite. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And she says, I don't believe in all this stuff that she said to me.
Yeah,
not to you.
You never say it to me when I'm at the shows, but a lot of people will be there.
Well, I said, what are you paying in for this?
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
Because I'm only just running the show for you then.
That's how good I am. People don't even like me. I'll come and have a look anyway, just to see if I actually
But she came along and she said, I don't believe in all this. It's all rubbish and this and that. But she came along and she was sitting there going,
yeah, I remember this one vaguely, actually.
And then you walked over to her and...
I picked her out, didn't I?
No, you did pick her out, yeah. You picked her out and you went over. You said, you're a skeptic, aren't you? And she goes, yeah. And she's kind of got a little bit cocky. And you said, well, your brother's here, and this girl was only 20, and the last thing you think of is somebody has...
Yeah, but that's it, yeah, you'll always get...
brother's passed, so like you come over and you says to her, because I can remember it really well, and you says to her, well, you've a brother here, and he says you keep a white feather in your book as a bookmarker in your book. And she said, she just started crying, and she just says, nobody else in the entire globe, she says, I haven't told anyone that, it's just a personal thing I do. I have a white feather in the book, and it represents my brother, and I use it to read the book. And you said that to her, and she just fell to pieces.
Yeah, because I remember talking to her after, because I made her cry, and I didn't mean to. It was one of those nights where I was going, oh, okay, skeptic. Now I will sometimes, not in a bad way, but when I get a skeptic, I'll go, all right, I'm going to go a little extra harder on you and kind of really, really go for this one. But I spoke to her after as well, and now, a lovely girl, and the reason she had not just she had an attitude, but that she was skeptic, was she'd actually been to about 5 or 6 meetings space of a year, and they all told her wrong stuff. Not one of them picked up on, as you were saying, they were all talking about her granny. Not one of them mentioned that the one person she really wanted to see was he okay, and was there something there, because she was so close to him, was her brother. So, and I could understand.
And the white feather, like nobody else knew. Nobody else even knew about it.
That's why he probably told me that, was because you know what, he wanted his sister to know that he was there and that she was all right. And obviously she was upset, but it was a good upset then.
Well, we're going to go to the phone, are we?
Yeah, no problem.
Who have we got on the phone?
Hi, my name is Janice.
Hey, Janice.
Hey, Janice, how are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good. Thanks for hanging on.
Oh, thanks for letting me call through.
No, you're grand. They're mentioning your shoes for some reason. Hold on, I have a female spirit here. But what shoes are you wearing?
Nothing at the minute.
No, is there... They keep showing me these. Have you lots and lots of shoes?
Yeah.
Like loads of them. Like you've too many shoes, actually.
Too many shoes, yeah.
Yeah, and you're not even wearing a pair right now.
No.
There you go. There's a contradiction. You've loads of. No, they keep showing me this. You've absolutely amazing energy. You really, really have. You're one of these people that's actually going to do something really special.
Oh.
No, yeah, you are going to do something really special, and it's actually an idea or you've got. They're showing me a really inventive mind. Now you mightn't think you have, do you? But you have.
No, I'm quite good at problem solving.
Yeah, but you're very artistic as well.
In a house, and I know how to do it. Like.
Yeah, you're very artistic, and it's like you pick up something once, and you're very familiar with it. It's like you're nearly familiar with everything. Actually, it's a little bit scary. Yeah. Now, your grandmother has passed as well.
Yes.
Now, she keeps showing me a double barrel name as well. So is there anybody in the family with a double barrel name, or the surname is double barrel?
I have a double barrel name on my Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what that is then. Is it not real though?
Yes.
It is real.
It's a real name.
Oh, it's a real name. Okay, because she showed me there's something around a birth cert, or was there any legal issues that you had to sort out, or that you were stressed about over a name?
No.
Nothing that you can think of. Well, keep it in mind, there's definitely something coming around. I can see a document having to be changed or something, but it's due to a silly little. It could be you might get documents back, and the name is going to be
misspelled,
but it's actually going to be the name of a spirit, though.
Is it only my grandmother that's coming in?
Yeah, it's just here now, but I just wait. She's saying this. It's actually a spirit's name that's going to be on the. It's like you're going to receive documents for yourself, but it has this spirit's name on them.
Okay.
But they're actually for you, so it's going to be really strange, and it's actually just like a typo error. Yeah. But it's going to kind of creep you out a little bit.
Right.
Now, no, she's saying mother as well.
My mother?
Yeah.
She's over there with her.
Yeah. No, but I'm just going to get them to bring them closer because she's standing back a little bit.
Okay.
Now, she's going to March as well. She's telling me to single out March. So is there anything in March for some reason while they're getting a little bit closer there?
Not that I can think of.
No, she's showing me March. Keep this date down if you have a pen. March the 22nd.
March the 22nd.
March the 22nd. Okay. Just write that date down for me.
Right.
Now, this... She's saying Philomena as well. So do you know who that is?
Fidelma.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Right, this is coming from your mum now, sorry.
Oh.
Now she's saying that name, so there's...
My sister, Fidelma.
Yeah. No, that's living, sorry.
Yeah, Fidelma, yeah.
Yeah, Fidelma's living, sorry. So Mum is saying this name as well. Have you been talking to her recently?
Yeah, she's got a double barrel name.
Ah, okay, that's where we're getting. So we're making it's getting sense now.
Because he can only piece it together. So
yeah, right. So let's make sense now.
She's
now,
yeah.
There's she's saying she knows the huge loss that was felt. You're still feeling it though, and kind of suppressing it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now she's saying, look, it's going to come out, and it's gonna. She's saying it's like a release. It's going to be a release for you. So see, she keeps going to this 22nd of March, right? The 22nd of March. This date she showed me is for. It's a March. It's not a past date. It's coming, but she's going to bring something really special. And this is actually a gift from heaven you're getting. Now this is strange. So, on the 22nd of March, she's gonna. Your mum is directly going to bring something into your life, but she just wants you to know it's from her. And a lot of it will make sense. It really will to you. And to see the struggle you've been having the last year.
Yeah.
She's saying that's coming to an end as well. Now, even financially, everything else is going to kind of really start pushing forward really, really quickly for you as well. There's a huge big open space. Are you near a big open space as well?
I started walking in open space.
Yeah, it's a bit. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, she's always with you when you're there for some reason. So she's kind of walking with you while you're walking around. So kind of when you're there, be more conscious of her and try and ask her to do something or ask her to show you something. And she definitely will, because she wants to kind of bridge that gap of loss that you feel. Like it's like you feel totally alone, and that's what happens when you lose someone that close as well.
No one else coming in?
No, it's just herself there. Because I'm trying to do these. But look, same thing. If you want,
my husband's gone.
Yeah, send me a message there as well. But they're the only two that I can see there at the minute. But what I'll do is are you on the Facebook page or the Medium page? You're probably
I'll add you now.
Yeah, just go on and add there, and I'll have a look. Some of the people that I'm getting messages for, the spirit, when I go home, as soon as I'm finished this, I'm going to go home. So I'll write down little bits that there's going to be more there, and I'll send them on as a message to the people there anyway. But just because I'm not picking up on them, don't be thinking anything. It's because I'm doing it so quick, and I'm doing it so I'm really not giving them a chance.
I've had nothing from him for 5 years now. He's gone.
Pardon?
I've had nothing from him.
Right, well, I think that's going to change. Look, what I'm going to do is, listen to me, don't be worried about that. I'll get a message to you as soon as... will you send Anto a message there now, actually, while you're on this? If you can send... You're on Anto's page there, give me a quick message. Just, what's your full name?
Janice Slater.
Janice, right, I'll remember the name, and what I'll do is if you add yourself there, I can dedicate about half an hour to you then, maybe after this when I'm finished, just to see if I can. Now, I can't promise you anything. But what I'll do is I'll definitely, my heart is kind of going out for you a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'll sit down as soon as I go home, and we'll see what we can figure out for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Now, what I will do, I will ask you one little favour in return. When I'm talking to you later, don't offer me any information around like that, and if you'd like, we're going to be back, or will you comment?
Yeah, we can come back.
You can even comment tomorrow if you want on this feed or onto Anto, and just tell them how you got on in the second part of it, yeah?
Yeah,
but listen to me, be happy as well. Your mum's around you, she really is.
Yeah.
She's always there, and she knows that loss as well. So this thing on the 22nd, I know what it is now. I'm not going to tell you. It's going to make really big sense to you when we're talking, because you're going to play this over yourself, the reading we're doing at the minute. So everything, you actually, there is a message there you just didn't realise, okay?
Okay.
All right, brilliant. Look, and I'm sorry for your loss as well. You're obviously hurting a little bit, but look, we'll get you sorted, and you'll be fine.
Thanks a million.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
There we go. Thank you.
See, that's...
There we go.
People think it's easy being a medium.
Yeah.
It's not, because you're getting people as well that are at their... Like, I've had some readings as well where spirits don't come in. And it's not because they don't want to come in. I don't know the answer to it. I can ask spirit all day why they do what they do. They're not going to tell me. I'm not that special that they're going to... I'm humbled that they give me what they give me already. Am I
right in saying that, like, if sometimes you don't come through, it means everything is okay?
Yeah, of course it is. Like, and it's... Look, you have to have faith as well. That's like, you have to have faith. You don't have to have faith in religion. You have to have faith that they're okay. Like that they're on another part of their journey, but they're still connected. You are never ever alone.
Yeah.
And people sometimes look so much. You get the kind of two spectrums of people that just don't want to know. But then you get other people that kind of constantly look for a message from spirit, or constantly look for signs, and they look for them too much, and they end up missing the sign that was actually given to them. Really? So that's kind of what happens there. Do you know what I mean? So, but no, a lot of the time is I can't control what spirit comes in, and sometimes it can be a fact, like a thing. A spirit just doesn't want to say it to me.
That lady,
it doesn't mean the person.
That lady there now didn't. It takes people a while for it to click in. That you were saying the double barrel name. She goes no, and then she realised
that's what I mean.
And then you were saying Philomene, and it was closed. The girl's name was
but see, I'm trying to listen to spirits talking to me, and then I have these on mute. I'm actually going to do that. That's what we're doing now. Right?
No, but it comes to you in kind of.
It does, yeah. It comes like when they're talking as well. They'll show me pictures as they're talking as well. So they'll show me like a young girl or of what they're talking about.
So sometimes it takes people a few minutes to put the pieces together.
Process it as well. Yeah,
because it takes people. Yeah, because you can only do what you see. You can't walk.
No, I can't.
You're walking off straight off the cuff.
Yeah, as well. And the spirits they're coming in a little bit, but I'm having to kind of pull everything together and then use the mediumship side of it and have a look into the person. Like the pain and everything else that they're going through as well. Like the spirits won't. Sometimes a lot of the injuries I pick up on people is when I'm even talking to them like that is from just being a healer, just knowing they're not well.
So what direction do you want to go with it? Because we probably will have a little break in a minute.
Yeah, I'll have a look at one more here. So if you want to have a chat for a second, I'm going to have a look here. And
you can have a look. Yeah, no, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of podcasts as well, where we're going to actually record a couple of people, and we're going to get them on. We're going to record and put them on the page and on the like YouTube and stuff like that. I'm
just going to close me out. Don't mind me for a second. I'm not having.
No, you do your thing. We're all good here. We'll come back to somebody on the phone now in a few minutes, and if we can now in a sec. But we're just going to use direction here now, just to see what way we're going with tonight's show.
Now, I have a woman here as well who passed from. Well, she passed from breast cancer actually. Now, and who's it for? Okay, there's. Yeah, this spirit is. This is a mother actually, and she's speaking to. Oh, she's speaking to her daughter again. So it's another. Obviously, there's a lot of women on the page actually, so that makes sense. Yeah. Now, all right. So she's got 3 daughters. So I'm trying to see. She's not pointing out to anything here. So, it's coming up like a Louise. So she's telling me Louise is her daughter, or granddaughter as well. And there's a pregnancy coming up around this Louise as well. So if there's a girl Louise there's definitely a pregnancy coming up around you. This woman, passed from cancer as well. Now. She's saying twice, so I think it went and then it came back because it's I can see an operation, a chest operation, and then kind of a recovery from that, and then the spine and the stomach as well. Yeah, she's talking about the pregnancy as well. She's definitely talking to Louise as well. So she's trying to get this message to Louise. There's a November coming in around the time of either the sickness as well or the time she passed. But November is very strong in it as well. And there's a little grandson as well. So he's only young. So I don't know if he's only 2 or 3 years old, but he's going to be getting a little brother or sister soon now as well. So and. I'm just going to see if I can get her name actually to save all of this. Now, so she's showing me November as well, and the name. Oh, so her name is actually, she's Mary. So it's actually a handy enough name, that one. Her name is Mary, so she wanted to talk to Louise there. So there's a pregnancy ahead, and she's talking about a child 3 or 4 that's just born as well. And also, her father's there with her as well. So it's a mother and a grandfather are there as well, and his name is Michael as well. So they're there for you. So if there's Louise there, or if anybody just answer back, but there's definitely a pregnancy coming, and that's coming in the next few months as well. So kind of slow yourself down, and there's big change coming as well. So there we go.
There we go. Very good. Now, just before we
I have to get a drink of water, actually.
Yeah. We'll probably have a 3 or 4 minute break there for a sec. And but first of all, now we have the news feed, we have someone on the phone, and then we have to get your friend on.
Yeah, we have indeed as well. So
yeah, we have your friend. We're going to see if we can contact him. What's his name again?
that's it's Michael Brady, and he's really informed. It'd be nice to get him on as well because he's loads of knowledge and he's lovely energy. He really has. And the same again, he's a spiritualist, so he would look into loads of different aspects of the gift, whereas I kind of zone in just on what I'm doing. He kind of covers everything.
So we could probably bring him in another night.
Definitely bring him in, yeah, because I was going to. He wants to do that. The two of us come on, so what can happen is we can bounce off each other.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
Then you're going to have two mediums actually looking after you for the one night instead of one. So what I don't pick up on, or it'll actually be very good. And it's the same thing. That'll be a first two mediums on the one show actually passing. So it's always with Anto. There's always firsts with Anto. It's great. And Steve, come here, Steve. Didn't see you today. Just wanted to say hello to you. And
click on thedeal.com.
Click on thedeal.com.
Click on thedeal.com. Check that out. That's sponsoring tonight's show. Let me see. Deborah Kelly and Suzanne Brown. Deborah Kelly. Anything for these guys?
Yeah. When we come back on the break, I'm going to go straight back to this, and I'm going to kind of have a look as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to do a few more off the feed as well.
Okay, well, we finish with the phone call. Take a little break.
Yeah, we'll take a break.
We'll take a 5 minute break, and we come back then, and we'll just take a little 5 minute break. Okay,
perfect.
So we'll go to the phone. Who have we got on the phone?
Hello,
how's it going?
Yeah, how's it going? Thomas
Here's the man. I thought he was ringing earlier on.
Did you?
Yeah, brilliant. How are you, Thomas?
Good, how's things?
So you know this man, do you?
No, I don't know him. No.
Do you?
Do you know me, Thomas?
Sorry?
You don't know me, Thomas, do you?
I know you, but you wouldn't know me.
Yeah, no, I was just saying I was earlier on when the phone was on, I said it's a man, so I thought it was actually going to be this lad because a spirit was standing there.
I didn't know who was on the phone.
Brilliant. Hey, Thomas, how are you?
Good, how's things?
Grand, not about it. You've strange energy. It's not bad though. It's really good. You've a real kind of a how's the word to put it? You've like a hyper energy, if that makes sense. It's like all your senses are kind of opened a little bit. You're actually psychic. So did you know you were?
No.
And you never had any visions, anything like that at all?
No.
And if you had nothing of deja vu, you never saw anything like that at all, or kind of went to a place where you were you thought you saw before?
Yeah, I actually have, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. You're only young as well, are you in your 20s?
34.
34, yeah, you're only young. Look at us two, you're only young. Well, me, more so than him.
Yeah.
He's forever young.
I'm gone on the scrap.
Thomas, you're named after a spirit as well, so there's actually 3 different Thomases as well. So there's not just... So does that make sense to you in the family?
Yeah.
Now there's one that I'm talking to is passed as well. He keeps showing me a car crash as well, so has anybody had a car accident?
Well, I had a couple of years ago. I'm just waiting to go to court.
Yeah. Now, there was damage from that as well, but there was. Let me see. Oh, he's saying that's going to go really, really well. But was there lasting damage? Because he showed me. Did you whack your head while you were in the car, or did you get a smack of a car? Or because he keeps showing me kind of people around you with your head as well and your back. So it's not the neck. So did you get a bang or anything like that? Like where?
Yeah, it hurt me back at the time, yeah.
Yeah, and the head as well. Yeah, he's showing me like a kind of abrasions on the head as well. But that was very, very. You were very, very lucky. I know that doesn't sound right, but you were actually really, really lucky. Because it's coming like the thing with the head. If that had been any harder, it could have caused severe problems. Have you been getting headaches or anything like that, or?
No.
Nothing like that at all. Brilliant. All right, so you're nearly there. Right, get back to you anyway. Yeah, there's the court that's coming up. That's going to be finalised quicker than you think as well. So you're not going to have to go to court. So you're not going to walk into this thing is going to be like a phone call. You'll be going to an office to sign, but you're definitely not going to be it's not going to be contested, whatever it is. It's going to come out in your favour, but it's like they don't even want to get you inside the court for some reason. So there must have been some sort of negligence there on somebody's part that they're going to just do that with you. So he's telling you kind of not to worry about that. You have to have a shift, he's saying, in what you're doing though. So are you trying to change jobs or change something up in your life?
Well, no, I'm actually only back to work today.
Right, excellent. Well, that's going to change. So there's definitely going to be change within your work as well. So you might be doing something. I can see you, and he's saying you do something different in 6 months altogether. Now it could be within the same job, but it's definitely going to be something totally different that you're doing. But it's going to go really, really like it's going to actually you're going to take to it like a duck to water. You really will, and it'll be a lot less stressful than whatever it is you're doing now. It's like whatever you're doing now. After a couple of months, it'll get really annoying and monotonous. But whatever you're going to be doing, it's going to go really, really well as well. Now, there's going to be an addition to the family as well. So, was there someone trying for a baby or anything like that?
My daughter keeps telling me she wants a brother or sister.
Yeah, well, there you go, out of the mouth of babes. There's definitely a new addition.
Straight down the chemist, get the out.
Yeah, is it open? No, I'm only joking. No, come here. Every child is a blessing. No, but there definitely is. I can see definitely another child come, and you looking after another child. And it's gonna kind of, not that it's not gelling everything, but it's gonna bring this new child, in addition to the family, is going to bring a whole kind of positive energy and change to the family. So, like, it's going to signal absolutely everything. It's brilliant as well. The same thing as well. There's a lot of people moving. You're going to be moving as well. So you're definitely going to be moving, and it's something that needs to happen as well. But it'll happen in its own time. So don't get kind of, with your hyper energy, you're kind of a very forgiving person. But you can be very unforgiving with yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you'll tend to forgive people that have even done you wrong, but you won't extend yourself that same forgiveness. And he wants you to start doing that more. He keeps mentioning John as well. So is there?
That means an awful lot to me.
Does it? Right. When he's just smiling, and he's just putting his two hands, not like praying, but he's putting he's hugging you as well. So, and he just wanted you to know that he definitely, because he knows that's going to have a big impact on you, and it will. So you don't obviously have to tell us what it is, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you happy enough?
Yeah. Very happy.
If you want to get onto me or send Andrew a message, the same with everybody else. If you want to get a reading or give me a shout, don't be afraid to send me a message and just let me know, and we'll look after you as well. But look, same token, if you don't need to, don't. I always say to meet people, go to a medium if there's something stressful happening in your life, or if you want to get a message. Try not to do it too often, though. Do you know what I mean? Life is short, and life has to be lived every day as well. But when it comes to medium message, try and kind of. I never encourage people to keep doing it because it's not a good habit to get into. It's a very easy habit to get into, and I can understand why, because you want to get messages. But if you do want to read, don't be afraid to give me a call. Or that's fairly easy to actually read you, and the spirits around you are very, very strong, and they're strong for a reason. You're a really good person, and they're saying they're very, very proud of you, and they're proud of the heart you have and of the man you are.
Deadly, great.
No problem at all. Look, and it was lovely to talk to you. It really was.
You too. Take care.
No,
Thanks very much,
have a good evening.
Thanks.
Okay.
See you then. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Now we're going to let you probably have a little break for a second or two.
And
I'm going to
destroy Anto's
play a song. We're only going to be about 5 minutes.
2-3 minutes.
2-3 minutes. All right. The length of a song.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
See you in a second.
Take me away from the city, leave me to where I can be on my own. I wanted to see you the night that I had, just wanted to be left alone. I'll always remember your kind words, I still remember your name. I've seen you changing and turning, and I know things just won't be the same. I remember that summer in Dublin, and living as it stank like hell. young people walking on Grafton Street. Everyone looking so well. I was singing a song I heard somewhere. A rock and roll never forgets. When my humming was smothered by a 46A and the scream of a low-flying jet. So I jumped on a bus to Dunleary, stopping off to pick up my guitar. When the drunk on the bus told me how to get rich, I was glad we weren't going too far. So I'm leaving on Wednesday morning, trying to find a place where I can hear the tunes of the birds and the sea on the rocks. And I'm hoping those are always out there. And sometimes if I'm tired of the quiet and I wanna walk back up that hill, I'll just get on the road and I'll stick out my tongue, 'cause I know for sure that you'll be there still. I remember that summer in Dublin, and the living as it stank like hell, and the young people walking on Grafton Street, everyone looking so well. I was singing a song I heard somewhere, called Rock and Roll Never Forgets, when my humming was smothered by a 46A and a stream of a low-flying jet. So I jumped on a bus to Dunleary, stopping off to pick up my guitar. When the drunk on the bus told me how to get rich, I was glad we weren't going too far. Yeah, I remember that summer in Dublin. Oh, I remember that summer in Dublin. Oh,
How's it going, folks? Yeah, we'll be back now in just a couple of minutes. We have Geoff. We'll be back now in a sec doing more readings. Should be good fun. Yeah, definitely. But let me see. We're going to get Geoff back in now into the studio now in a second, and we'll get on to as many as we can. I know we have a couple of missed calls here on the phone as well, and we'll get to those. And so we'll be back now in a second, and you can watch the show, by the way, on Facebook and on YouTube. You can put this onto your TV. We'll get back to this person on the phone now in a minute. I'll get back to them now in a second. But you can watch it both on all of them. Just going to get Geoff back in the building in a second. How's it going, folks? There we go. We're back in the building.
We are back.
We wanted to bring in
Michael, yeah.
Michael. Now we're going to see if we can get him on Zoom. But we can't get him on Zoom. We get him on the phone.
Yeah, we get him on the phone because it'll be good. He's a really nice lad, and I am actually going to be doing a kind of a good bit of stuff with Michael, hopefully over the next couple of months. because he's a very knowledgeable guy, but he has a lot of great ideas as well. Like he does a lot of paranormal stuff as well. So
yeah. So let me see. I don't know if he has our link or not, does he?
I'm not sure. I didn't even bring my phones with me.
Didn't I?
No, I left them at home just to give you me undivided attention.
Yeah, okay. We'll get him back on the phone here.
Yeah, or even Michael, if you can, give him a call there, or give us a call.
Yeah, so Stephen, I didn't get a chance to load up that video yet for clickonthedeal.com, which is sponsoring tonight's show. You can check that out.
Yeah, and do click on the deal.
Now,
it's a great website.
I'm going to root out your friends.
Yeah, and I'll have a look at this feed here.
You have a look at the feed there. Let me see. You can see whoever's grabbing your attention.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
You can scroll up and down there if you want to yourself.
Here we go. I'm in control, people.
He's in control.
There's going to be trouble. I'm probably going to wreck your computer, aren't I?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And by the way, hello to everybody. I keep saying I was calling out a couple of names there, but look, thanks everybody for watching. It's great to have you all come on, and it's great every time we do the show. Like, a lot of people come on. There's loads of comments as well, but let me see where someone's popping out there as well. Orla, I think this is this Orla we were talking about earlier. So I don't know if you're just on now, Orla, but if you go back, there was messages there earlier on
for an
Orla as well. So you can listen back to it at the start, because it was actually one of the very first ones, I think.
We're also being told there's a spammer on offering readings on our page. So
is there?
There's another medium on there somewhere offering.
Oh yeah, I could see something like that. Yeah, you're always going to get that. That's clickbait, half of that as well. If they're that desperate that they have to come onto someone else's feeds and that's one thing I don't like. Well, I don't mind it, look, but I'd be very wary of anybody or any medium that pops up on a feed doing things like that. But look, you all have your own opinions and stuff like that. But yeah, if that medium's actually on the page, why doesn't the medium read me, actually tell me something about myself? While they're on there having a look and trying to get customers, tell me something about myself that nobody else would know. I would actually love it. I really would. Now, yeah, I've got another father here now as well. And he wants to talk to it's a Mary, so yeah, he wants to talk to his daughter Mary. So there's a Mary here, a Mary on, with a father passed as well. And this Mary as well, Mary, if you're suffering with headaches, he keeps pointing to his head as well. Sorry, Orla. Orla, tell you what I'll do is I'll send you a message, because I can remember what the spirit said, but you'll hear it at the start as well. But I'll try and get to a message to you either today or tomorrow in relation to what was said as well, because I can remember.
You can go back on the show.
You can go back on the show. Yeah, you can go back on the show as well. Sorry, but this Mary, he's really authoritative. This father figure, and he's showing me you working with a lot of. So you either work with clothes or you design. You're very talented with kind of making things, and I can see a lot of pins and needles, so that's obviously I think a tailor or doing something like that, or else you just like sticking needles in people, one or the other. Now he's saying go out, do a bit more walking. You were doing really well, and it's like you kind of went back in. He wants you kind of out and get back into that regiment of the exercise that you were doing. Even though you have kind of he's showing me like a kind of a dodgy hip, but he's saying try and do a little bit more exercise and get outside the house. Now he's saying I'm not sure if this person was or is retired, but you're coming back out of retirement, so you're going to be working again, and you're going to be working at something you love doing. So you're going to get really, really extremely busy over the next couple of months. So that's why he's telling you to get back out walking and get back active again, because you're going to be very active with work as well. So it's going to help. And he's showing me this Mary has a son as well, so he wants to say hello to his grandson as well. and Mary, your health is okay apart from that little issue as well. So kind of push yourself to definitely do get out a little bit more. And he's given me the name Sean, so, and it's Sean, so Sean with a father, not John. He would have always been to refer to as Sean, and we leave her at that one there for that, because he's just gone there now. And we'll try and get Michael. Is Michael?
Yeah, we're gonna try and get Michael on the thing there with us.
Yeah, but while we're doing that, while we try to get Michael through, I will say to like some of the people that are kind of looking for messages and want messages, well, start talking to spirits more as well. And you can do a thing called dowsing, where you actually can get direct messages from spirits, but you have to it's kind of a bit of an art, but if you wanted to look into it, look at dowsing, and then you have to kind of learn what energies you're kind of working with, but you can actually interact with spirits that way, where they'll actually give you direct answers to certain questions that you have. So there's other ways apart from being or going to a medium that you can connect with the spirits that are around you. You knew them best as well. You knew all their kind of little quirks and everything else like that, or places they used to go. I always find as well, if someone's finding it hard or the loss of someone, go to a place that you used to go to, or do something that you used to do together, because it kind of brings that sense of the person back a little bit as well. There's no quick fix for grief either. It takes people a long time. Some people find it very hard to get over. That's all through their life as well. So, but there is things that you can do that can kind of bring you that little bit closer, and you're consciously doing it. So it's something, and it's good for you. It's something you're doing for yourself as well.
No,
we're having technical issues.
I'm just trying to get your guy on.
Can you see this, people? Though this is not going to last very long, actually.
Yeah, we'll get some of that in there now. Yeah, it's warm in here tonight, isn't it?
It's hot stuff. Yeah.
We're in the studio and we're getting cremated, but we're just gonna let me see.
I'd nearly take my top off. Only have nothing else underneath, so we won't be doing that. Yeah, we don't be getting banned off Facebook now.
We don't want that happening. Yeah, again. Now let me see. We're going to see if we can. And we see who this is on the phone here. We put on this. Yeah. Put on the phones here for a second. I'll try and get you back on the phone there now. How's it going? Hello, how are you? How's it going? You're through. You're talking to Geoff there as well now. He's listening to you on his big ears.
I have the big ears on. How are you?
Grand.
Sorry, what's your name?
Dolores,
how are you?
Grand.
Good. You're kind of a quiet person anyway, Dolores, aren't you? Naturally, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Yeah, you're kind of an introvert and you'd be kind of shy.
I'm not too shy now, but
good.
Quiet in myself. Yeah.
Quiet in yourself. Yeah, you'd be kind of a deep thinker. Let me see what we can do here.
Keep to myself.
Yeah, there you go. Huh? Well, a lot of people have been doing that as well, I suppose, through the lockdown. Now, Dolores, I've a young man around you that passed quickly as well. So, does that kind of resonate with you a little bit?
Yeah.
He's never far from your side at all. He really isn't. He keeps showing me you constantly. So you're constantly thinking of him, or?
Yeah. I think about him a lot. Yeah.
He passed before his time, if that makes sense. Or people would have said he passed before, because it was like he was here one minute and gone the next.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
And he's a great sense of humour.
Yeah.
A really, really good sense of humour, and a dry one as well. So he could find he'd nearly make people laugh at a funeral. He was one of those people that had a natural talent to make people laugh at nearly in real inappropriate times as well. But it was always he'd always a good way about him as well. And it was there was a lot of questions in and around the way he passed, or how he passed as well. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we'll move on from that anyway. I won't get any further into that part of it. He's saying there's like you have a longing to do something. So is there something you've really wanted to do that you haven't done yet? Or have you had a kind of urge to do something, or to? It's because he's showing me you like a lotus flower at the minute, so it's like you've dedicated a lot of your time to other people. and not yourself. And it's kind of like life has kind of brought you on a path where you were more looking after other people than kind of living a life, if that makes sense. Not that you didn't live a life, but it's like some things kind of you might feel have passed you by a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're actually gonna. He's saying it's gonna come back to you. And he keeps saying "mammy" for some reason. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's making sense to you as well.
Yeah.
He wants you to know as well. He's okay. He's at peace as well. There was a lot of kind of. I get the sense of chaos around him at one stage.
A lot of what?
A lot of chaos around him at one stage.
Yeah.
Like and that makes sense to you as well. But there's all his energy and everything there was really, really peaceful, and a big, beautiful his teeth.
Big, beautiful what?
His teeth. He keeps mentioning his teeth.
Pete?
Yeah, his teeth. Sorry. So I'm not sure why he's mentioned it. That'll probably be something that'll hit you. It could be. It's something that's gonna make you laugh anyway. But he keeps saying, "Tell her that his teeth."
Is it Pete or teeth?
No, he's saying teeth.
Teeth.
Teeth, yeah, as in teeth for his teeth in your mouth. Yeah. Sorry. So it must have been something that it'll come to you anyway. Not the name Pete now, actually teeth.
Yeah.
Right. He keeps saying. He's sorry now. I'm not sure whether it's sorry just because of the pain that you're feeling, but he's just saying that he feels the kind of he doesn't want you going through kind of know the pain that you go through sometimes when you think of him.
Yeah.
And he's saying that will ease as well. Now, you've got definitely, as I was talking about this Lotus fire, you're definitely going to do something that's going to kind of bring you out of your shell altogether. Now, the way you were saying kind of that you'd be kind of very quiet and not extroverted, you're actually going to do something that's going to kind of bring you into a new section of your life as well, which is going to be really good for you. So it could be like a new group or a new thing you're going to do, but it's going to go really, really well, and it's going to bring you and make you do things that you maybe haven't had a chance to do before. So is there anything that you've been thinking of doing, or
no, not at the minute.
That you can think of, right? Well, it's definitely there's gonna be a new kind of avenue in your life that you're gonna kind of explore over the next couple of months. How it's gonna happen, I'm not sure. He's not saying, but it's definitely gonna happen where you're in different circles and you're doing kind of totally different things than you have been doing for the last little while as well. There's a little bit of a health issue with you as well. So are you aware of that?
No.
Right, because it's definitely coming up. There's like either really low blood pressure or low iron in your blood. So there's something kind of. Have you been getting a lot of tiredness or anything like that?
No.
Right, well, if you feel that your energy's starting to kind of drain a little bit, just go and get your. I can see you having to get a blood test done in a couple of months. So if you start feeling anyway kind of a bit low in your energy like that, just go and get a blood test done. And the blood test will come back really positive. It'll just be you're kind of missing something, and it could be iron or it could be something like a blood pressure tablet. I'm not sure, but it's definitely something that's a kind of an easy fix as well. Okay.
Yeah.
And he just wants to know that he's around you, that he is at peace as well. This is one of these where I'm gonna have to. What's your full name so I can remember? Because I'm gonna give you a quick message as well. Dolores Leary. So you're on the page, or you can send that to a message and he can send it on to me anyway. But is that okay for you, Dolores?
Yeah, that's fine.
No problem. Thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dolores.
Bye.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye. Now, I don't know if we have Michael's audio. Michael, how are you? I don't know if you can hear us there.
Hey, Michael, I can hear you.
Yeah, we're going to transfer you over to our so everyone can see us. We have Michael on the page. I'll let you introduce him there. We have him.
Yeah, hey, Michael. How are you getting on?
Sorry, Geoff, I'm grand yourself.
Good. Everybody, this is Michael. So, Michael's a friend of mine, actually. We've been contacting each other online a lot, actually, haven't we, over the last couple of years? So, but Michael is obviously, he's very similar to me, but different in other ways as well. But I was just going to talk to Michael about, like, the questions, like a lot of the stuff about, like, the spirits or spirit energy, and people sometimes don't understand that they have energy that's separate to spirit energy that sometimes read or like say if I always say to people that I won't drink alcohol or do anything like that while I'm doing the reading. The reason for that, Michael, do you want to explain that to them? Why it's not a good idea for us to do that.
A lot of kind of old religions would state that, for example, within the Buddhist religion, for a Buddha to kind of get kind of smoke weed or get high, it would enhance the spiritual energy, which would help them more or less kind of meditate.
Yeah.
Then, see, they have been doing this practice for years. They understand the whole thing with Ki, negative energy, positive energy.
Yeah.
When it comes to someone like me, Geoff, or any other medium, when we drink alcohol or if we're